Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fable Hayman Knock on the Coffin lid. It's been a while since we have stepped foot into the realm of Midian, and there have been a number of patches since then, mostly focused on events, animations, polishing the game, fixing bugs, and there's even been a new not karmic system, but a karmic tracker in the story mode. But we're not here for that today, because ladies and gentlemen, my friends, Tarot Shenanigans are back on the menu. We stopped here at the Hanged Man on Bjorny Boy and Zawildo on Percival because both of them were completely dysfunctional. Zawildo is still halfway dysfunctional. There are still vendors on the map, but you do get the all cards upgraded. However, the Hanged Man is fully functional. And what better way to shake off the rust than with Best Boy Bjorn? So here we go. We are of course going to be going in with Madman. I should probably tell you what this does first. The Hanged Man. At the end of each battle, replace a random card in the deck with a random one from the game, including other characters' cards. This can be quite beneficial and horrific at the same time. We're going in with the Madman because I think this is probably the best just baseline class to deal with anything thrown at it. Lunar Druid can really suffer if particular cards get lost. Astray is just pretty good. But we'll be going with Madman anyway, it's my lowest level. And of course we're going in just vanilla to see how awful this could be. This could be the most hilarious run of all time, or we could suffer every step of the way. But thank you for joining me today, nevertheless. Feels good to hear this music again. Now, as Madman, I ain't scared of no ghost. None. And I would like to go to the left. Is there a world where we get double chests? No, there is not. Okay. Alrighty. The tower is over there. I don't particularly want to go to the right as Bjorn. I do not like fighting the Dowie. Whatever. We don't need a merchant. We don't need a camp either. Just run it down.
The dwarves consider themselves the masters of the frontier, but for everyone else, they are treacherous invaders.
I'm pretty sure I specified that I do not want to fight the dwarves. Now, the reason I'm not particularly fond of fighting the Dowie is because of their Fury mechanic. If you play two cards of the same type in a row, they deal double damage for that turn. And unfortunately, as Bjorn, we don't have too many skills. We're not about that life. Do you think I can ink out a heal? No. Well, I tried. Maybe? No. Alas. We're gonna have to be careful and milk out everything that we possibly can. So this is what the Hanged Man does. It just picked a card from our deck and deleted it. Now, that card is to be replaced, and here's where the beneficial part could potentially come in. Do we want to try for the combat combo? Probably not. I think we just take region and call it a day. So here's the potentially beneficial element. Here is the card that is replacing the card that was just yeeted and deleted. But as you can see, I can skip this. So if we get a card here that is not overly interesting, this could be... I can't tell if this is going to be amazing or awful. It could be both. We could just skip it, and that is one way to take it. That is just our deck being thinned. I've never actually used this card, the surprise element card, but basically, if the enemy is going to hit us, we can play this, and then the enemy is only going to deal 1 damage to us. It does cost 6 HP though, so I mean at this point it doesn't really matter if I play it or not. It's more of an emergency save for later. A special tool that will help us potentially later. Play that to heal a little bit.
A breather never hurt anybody.
Let's see if we can draw more healing. More healing. Thank you. We drew all of our healing. I appreciate that.
That one won't rise from the dead.
Feels good to be playing Bjorn again. It doesn't feel good that I've lost both of my instant cards. Yeah, that doesn't feel good. Not taking damage from attacks. Increase. No. I think we just run with Cruelty Reigns. Yeah, I'll take Flourish, yeah. So this is a card that typically Bjorn does not have access to. This is more of a Percival card. And it's going to be amazing on Bjorn. Typically, the only way that Bjorn has access to exposure is by YOLOing it from the Instinctive. So this is all fun and dandy. I did not particularly wish to draw a heal there, but it is what it is. I am being incredibly greedy, and I am being incredibly punished. But we can play this. I actually delete this form.
Strength has left you.
So we only took 1 damage there. Also, slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
His ordeal is over.
Ah, feels good. There goes our free heal. It wasn't free, but it was a good heal. I love Combat Adaptation. This is such a good card. We will be taking it. Dichotomous. Deal 10 or deal 1 and inflict bleeding when dealing damage. Deal 10 for 2 mana is not a great bargain. I think we'll skip this one. I think we'll just skip that. Return a random burnt card to the deck every second turn. That could be absolutely amazing. It could be at the start of the turn, gain 1 strength, lose 1 spirit. Now, spirit increases our healing, and there are ways around to be able to heal even though you don't have spirit. And I believe one such way is with the chance of survival. When we draw this 3 HP, I think it's always 3 HP, no matter how, even if we have like a bunch of negative spirit. However, the 9 HP, I believe, is affected by spirit. And there's a combo we can do to heal for flats amounts, so to ignore the spirit loss. But we're just going to take the Crimson Helmet here. Maybe we can even build a bleeding set. But there is a slight problem with our tarot. 2 dwarves were dragging a huge chest. When they saw me, they did not throw down their load to rush into battle, as is their custom. 2 of them stayed to watch the trunk, and 1 of them came towards me. Of course, we're going to have to rob them. I decided to take the chest away from the dwarves. They don't deserve this. Not my best draw ever. However, because only 1 person is attacking me, we can, regrettably, trigger Fury. This guy's also, yeah, he's getting taunt. So we'll smack him up.
You didn't fight fair. That's good.
First of all, I must remind you, I never fight fair. This is an interesting lineup of Dowey. Not a good lineup of Dowey, but an interesting lineup of Dowey. Now, I could have played that better, naturally. But, hey, we're just going to have to accept the reality of the situation. Namely, that I'm going to have to overkill this guy. And it feels bad.
Better not to get in your way.
Alright, let's take this. This is only 1 sec of insubstantiality, so we're still going to take a lot of damage here. But, hey, it is what it is.
With their own blood. Where you hit it all?
I was hit for 10, which is less than I was expecting. I could have burnt that wound, which of course would have been the play. I do wish I had draw here. I do not believe I have a Curse of the Lycan in my deck. No, so we can transform and just move on. Okay, he'll die to the bleed. Heal. Don't trigger their Fury there. By actually playing a skill.
I'm sorry.
You shouldn't be.
Oh, but why, oh why did he die?
Because I bled him, Mortis. Don't ask questions to which you already know the answer. I should have played one of these. Maybe even two of them. But anyway, we got a chest out of it. Money. Another surprise element. Oh, another cruelty begins. Or reigns. However, because of our headpiece, I don't think we need to. Oh, right. As I was saying, if we're going to actually want to build a... I guess let's take this turn. A specific type of knife. We'll take the knife. A specific type of build. We're going to have to do it via items. Speaking of items. Greed is good. Now, when it comes to curse builds, if any character can get away with it, it's Bjorn. Best boy Bjorn can do some disgusting curse stuff. Especially Lunar Druid Bjorn, but, you know, if I take the if I see the Provoker's Mask, I kind of have to, naturally. Well, about that bleeding effect. When attacking a bleeding target, restore HP. You know what? I don't think I've ever actually assembled this, so we'll just take it. So the Provoker's Mask here, one of the best items in the game, but it is a little bit of a double-edged sword because while you are gaining strength, so are your opponents. Bjorn usually doesn't care. However, we picked up the Crimson set here because, well, it's the set. Why not? I think we'll wait and just put that on for now. A man was lying on the ground in the forest. Blood was gushing out of his chest wound as a red pool was spreading beneath him. But he was still alive. That caught my interest. He had been stabbed by his accomplices in an argument over loot. I tracked them down. They had not gone far. Great. This is one of those moments. I wish I didn't draw this. I wish I played this first. Where the Provoker's Mask could be incredibly dangerous. Could be. We'll see.
Didn't even have time to let out a squeak.
And that's the beauty of it, Mortis. But as you can see, even with one turn, we're doing so much bonus damage. And this counteracts the negative effect of our healing card, where we lose one strength for the fight if we play it. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is that there are a lot of benefits to running with the Provoker's Mask, and not a whole lot of downsides. Besides the fact that the enemies hit harder. There is that. But, you know, whatever. Oh no, my healing. Hello? That sounded sarcastic, but I was actually kind of being serious. I do like Ferocious Preparation. It's a good card. Huh? Family Medallion. Oh, it's the little elven people. The medallion that the banister took from the elf. It is clearly a family heirloom. Badge. Has its effect if kept in the inventory. What is this coming in over? A fusion. Now, of course, Fusion Instinct Knife. I'm never going to forget Fusion Instinct Knife. But that was back during a different time. And I think I'm going to have to skip it this time. Now, what is this? So I think I can just keep it in here and it'll be fine. That is, of course, for someone else. This costs 0. When playing a card, reduce the value of a random card in hand until the end of the turn. That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
So, who do you say you met? Oh, it's not important anymore.
I like it. I like it a lot. That is amazing. I was going to say, this is for the... What's it called? God of War event.
They can no longer hold a weapon.
With, you know, the boy and Kratos, basically. When I always try and kill the little child because I'm sad that you can't kill children in most video games. That event. But it also just seems to be really good. Goodbye, my drawing. Maybe I should have taken a second one. A assaults. I'll love you for as long as you stick around. Oh, it's a Vanadis card. This doesn't particularly help me. Although... end of the turn, deal 1 damage to enemies for each bleeding on the character, and remove all bleeding from the character. I probably can't keep this card long enough before me to get a 4. We might not even find the 4 set, so we'll just skip it. They turned their backs on you long ago. You don't say. Draw. You're going to summon a Guardian Wolf, but then I'm going to kill you. So, you know, there's that.
Did you decide to have a rest?
This is... I can't get over how amazing this medallion is. Because this is basically the same as having 2 amulets equipped. I did that so I wouldn't have to spend HP. But here we are. You know, as long as I find a second amulet. Or badge, or whatever they call it. Goodbye, Animal Speed. You served me well. Hey look, Cruelty's back. Thanks, game. Upon taking health damage, gain 5 block and 2 armor. That makes sense for Bjorn. I'll take it. Don't mind if I do. I'll take it, yeah. So... ooh. I really want to transform. Play this, transform, rip the assault. It feels greedy, but, I mean, I'm here to be greedy. Maybe it'll work? Nailed it.
Not a chance.
Yeah, okay. I could play this as well. I think we'll save it. We're going to get a Scourge, but I think I can win in 2 turns. We'll see. So the card we got, the Lightning Strike. There it is. Speak of the devil and shut up. Yeah. This is a card we haven't seen in a long time. It's a Percival card. And with the sheer volume of strength we have from being a Lycan and from the mask, it's going to be pretty spicy. How dare you? I think I just won. I was going to play Surprise Element, but I'm pretty sure I've won. Yeah. GG. Wow, things are coming together. What a weird game. Yep. I hope you guys enjoyed using that card. It's gone. Yeah, I'll take Deep Laceration, sure. We're doing bleed stuff, kinda, sorta. Bite, huh? Now, I have never done a scarring build, and I don't think I'm gonna start now. There's an argument to take it just to have something to sacrifice to the game. A huge gray-maned wolf stood downwind from me, sniffing for a long time, trying to determine who was in front of him, a rival or prey. His pack circled nearby, waiting for their leader's decision. Out of respect for his gray mane, I waited patiently, although I knew for sure that they would attack me. In the end. Is this scarring? Yeah, okay, no. None of that. We're good.
bipedal prey is easier to catch.
No. Oh well. Saying Ox, I didn't draw Cruelty. I didn't draw that. I really don't want to transform right now. Well. You know what they say?
Even remember who that was.
When in Rome, murder everybody. Wait a minute, that's not how that saying goes. Broker's Mask is so good. Some things never change. No matter how many updates they do, that will never change. Heal me. Thank you. That might have been the first time I've used Lifeblood. Ruh-roh, more healing goes away. Deal 3 damage 5 times to random enemies. Burn a random card in here. I'll take it. Sure. The Armor of Vengeance. What does this do? Draw 1 from the draw pile and discard a random card each time a card is burned. No. I do like the HP, but no. I'm good. I wonder. Yes. That's actually pretty good. Nope, don't care. So, with this, as Bjorn Boy, we lose health. So, the wording here is different. For the plate armor, it says, upon taking health damage, suggesting that when you get hit, we gain block and armor. For the Armor of Vengeance, it says, when losing HP, gain 1 strength and 5 block. I'm pretty sure the wording doesn't make a difference here. I'm pretty sure they're both only when you get hit. But we're going to find out together, you and me. Now, because we still continue to lose YOLO cards, I don't think there's a point in upgrading anything. However, if for some reason upgrading a card spares it from its demise, we'll take Assault. We'll upgrade Assault. Because when in doubt, you can always rely on it. I met a fellow in misery. My dear tribesmen set mad lichens upon the dwarves as if the former were worthless dogs and not their blood brothers. I recognized the hypocritical elves. That is, their strained kindness and justice are worth nothing when it comes to poor souls like me, who, you see, disgrace their noble kinsmen. Unfortunately, this lichen had completely lost his remaining sanity, and even I could not calm him down.
An enemy maddened by thirst for blood is always terrifying.
Should have played this first. It's okay. It is what it is. A beautiful exposure. Bad damage. More exposure. Free. Draw. Dead in 1 turn.
Easy.
Oh, best boy Bjorn. Best boy Bjorn. That could be an interesting reason. I lost a card, right? This could be an interesting reason to keep scarring, but I don't really want any of that. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. What have we here? Great. So remember when I mentioned that there are ways to get around spirit healing? Or spirit affecting your healing? You might need to find one such way. We also don't have any boots. So, you know, this wouldn't hurt. I'll take it. When ward is triggered, gain 1 bomb. I do like that. However, we're going to keep the bleeding thing. So we're going to go ahead and tribute. And I don't... guess we'll go with dedication. We get 2 upgrades here, so we'll go with dedication and we'll go with probably cruelty. If we can keep cruelty, we can do amazing things. Will we be able to? I don't know. Now, I believe Balm is one such method where we can ignore spirit loss. However, of course, we cannot equip the Crimson Claws and the Orc's Axe simultaneously. Unfortunately. Huh. Axe of the Madman. Pretty good. Let's see if we can put some hurt in, shall we? Double axe. Let's go. Let's go axe McQuestion. Some pompous and snobby fool presented himself as a great champion and explained to me in high-sounding words that he wanted to kill me like a mangy dog. In response, I decided to crack his skull without further ado.
A duel of honor would be honorable to fight without a squire.
It's true. Well, everyone say hello to the champion. As is typically the case, whenever I fight the champion...
A bloodbath.
Why is it saying 1 damage? I like to ignore this guy. I'm debating which of these cards I should play. What is going to be benefited the most from gaining 5 strength? Probably Mighty Blow. So play that. Then that. And then this. No, my ferocious prep. It's gone. Lost. Hi, that's a good card. Upon taking HP damage, restore 2 HP if not in the leg. Eh. Gain a random ferocious card. We'll take ferocious agility. Although this card is too expensive if you aren't actually using ferocious mechanics. You know, upgrading it is also the thing. I did also just lose my ferocious mechanic. Hey, look. Okay, the Amulet of Lightning is hilarious. And if we draw Combat Adaptation and the draw card, Cruelty Reigns, on turn 1, we just win. But, for strength. At the start of each battle, gain 10 gold for each battle won. Each one battle upgrades a random card within the deck. That actually would be really helpful. So because we are getting, like, cycling through cards so often by deleting cards and getting cards, it is quite beneficial. Do I just do it? Sure. It's quite beneficial for us to be able to upgrade them for free, or Elven Ale. Enemies don't lose bleeding. Quite good if we go back to the bleeding set, but again, right now... Increase the number of cards drawn by 2 at the end of the turn. Lose 1 HP for each card played this turn. That is so sketch. If I had healing, I would be down for this. I'd be down for this all day, every day. But I don't have reliable healing, so unfortunately we're going to skip that. The Rotten Bog, so mysterious and so terrible, met me with its usual swamp stench, which I smelt from a league away. Stinky, dead cultists stuffed with rotten fish did not frighten me at all. I can scare whomever I want. They're the ones that should be afraid of me. Meet your worst nightmare. Speaking of nightmares... Now our options here, we have 2 options. Option 1. Go to the shrine and run it down. That's option 1. Option 2. Hit the merchant. Oh, of course it's the thing. I don't have a whole lot of Healy juice, which concerns me. Also, this is quintuple event, which could be terrifying. We're not Lunar Druid Bjorn, so like this shrine isn't pivotal or anything. Alright, let's just play it semi-safe. If we were Lunar Druid Bjorn, this would be a different story.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
Wait, what? Mortis. Where are you coming from? Way up. You keep your 1 hit point. Now this is the swamp, the Rotten Bog. For those of you who have forgotten, everything here is undead. And also dead. So whenever we kill it, it will fall to the ground. Goodbye. Gain some armor. And we have to destroy that 40 armor, or it will return at half of its maximum hits. I'm not against getting a beast card. Huh. I'm curious. That is a Percival card, by the way, so normally Bjorn can't have access to Grudge. So I'm quite curious how this is going to pan out. Now, when it comes to these explosive guys,
You didn't fight fair.
after 3 landed blows, they will explode. You know how you get away with that? Kill them in 2.
So who do you say you met? Oh, it's not important anymore.
Ah, Bjorn. Bjorny boy. No! Loved that card. I don't even need Terror. You know, as long as I don't lose that one card. Do I just take an Animal Speech? Sure, why not? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'll take that. That's a Vanatus card. And would you look at that, ladies and gentlemen? They're lined up. Okay. How do I do this?
So who do you say you met? Oh, it's not important anymore.
I really wish I could transform at will here. Ha. Well, good news. I triggered bleeding.
What was he expecting?
I don't know. I have no healing, huh? No healing, but loads of AoE. Don't... Okay, that's it. I was gonna say, don't take my flourish from me. I just upgraded it. I'm feeling a skip here. Now we can take Tainted Wound, it's fine. Deal 4 damage, move a random card from the pet's deck to Vanatus' deck. No, that's not very helpful, I don't think. I don't think that's very helpful for me right now. I do wish that I could... I take this mostly because it's an AoE. I do wish I could heal HP upon resting at a campsite, because that's kind of what this is going to turn into. Do you have more health potions, bro? You do, thank you. I'm going to need these. Because I have a feeling the strat now is just run it down. Speaking of running it down. When dealing health damage, restore 10 health if the target has less than half health. I'll take this. Thank you. The vampire boots were reworked. They're much better now. Thank you. The Orc's helmet is basically a different version of the Provoker's Mask. We don't need it. We do have the Boots of Balance as well, the Jingle Boots. We'll take those, because they could be a good option. Lose 1 spirit. If attack deals more than 30 damage, restore 15 HP. You know... those might also be good. I like how I usually have no boots, but now I just have all the boots. And I don't have any, like, curses or anything, do I? No. Cool. Thanks, bro. Hi, Anthony. I went to the butcher's, attracted by the smell of fresh blood. Some big guy with a stupid face and a stupid smile stood at the counter. he decided to tell me his stupid jokes. Something about my pig ears. What I hate more than elves is stupid jokes. Barry wanted to attack me after carrying out his stupidity, but I beat him to it. Now, the last time I played, this fight had an awful bug. So I'm not sure if that is still the case.
Lie, you fools.
But I really hope it's not.
You didn't fight fair. That's good.
Never do, bonus. Never do.
You'll have to kill that thing once more.
I don't even remember what the bug was. I just remember that I was not good. You better believe I'm taking draw here. I don't care how many curses you need to add to my deck to make it happen. Hit me up. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck you, Anthony! That was the easiest Anthony... No! Easiest Anthony kill I have ever had in my life. Bloody sweat, huh? Again, if we go back to the bleeding build, the bleeding items, that's a really good card. I mean, I guess we could take it. The circle of life. Fortunately. Let's take the poison blade. Sure, why not? No, I didn't want to equip it. Actually. No, that's fine. What do you do? When inflicting bleeding, increase max HP by 5 until the end of battle. Interesting. That would actually be quite powerful. What is this upgrade path? For Lunar Druid, if you did a bleeding Lunar Druid build. I feel like I mentioned Lunar Druid quite a lot, but it's not my fault. Lunar Druid Bjorn is like the highest potential Bjorn in the game. We'll take the Elder now. Oh, there's no final fight in roguelite mode, though. So maybe I don't need to. Return all ferocious card from the discount pile to the drop pile. Now, this isn't... okay, we're just gonna skip it. It's not awful, but our deck is unreliable. The Fire Brothers slaughter swamp zombies, and the locals want to protect their honorable ancestors. After dealing with the undead and monsters in the swamps, the brothers will definitely get around to the cultists. These guys always get the job done. Long story short, one of the swamp inhabitants asked me to deal with the outsiders and save the undead. Save the undead? Yeah, sure, whatever. I agreed that I could see what the Fire Brothers were capable of. Fun fact, Bjorn does not like the Fire Brotherhood. I attacked that guy and this armor value disappeared, but I think it's still there. Yep, still there. Strange. Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if I died to burning. Because that's kind of what's happening right now.
Strength alone is not enough to win.
No. Oh, I'm healing from my vampire boots. That's nice. And now I'm just winning because we're winning. All right. I think I was saying... Oh, yes. Bjorn does not like the Fire Brotherhood because they actually hunted him down. That was how he met Sigismund. And why he became loyal to Sigismund. Hello, Cold Mind. Feels like it's been a long time since I've seen Cold Mind. But ready for battle is where it's at. And none of this is what I'm interested in. I think we have resolved our lack of healing problem. Oh look, it's a Vanadis card. I still somehow magically have Flourish, so I feel like I should take this for the moment it goes away. But it is such a worse version of Flourish. Ugh. Gross. Fine, I'll take it. Just to be safe. The whole point of that card is when you're playing as Vanadis is to have... I think that's one of Vanadis' only methods of inflicting exposure, and the flip side of it is her pet can deal, like, an obscene amount of damage. Huh. Spiked set. Interesting. Take the club. I don't really want to equip it, but I'll take it. It's better not to touch a corpse of a person that has been disfigured by some terrible disease. But as luck would have it, I noticed some very solid, expensive boots on his feet. I believe those are Fire Brother boots. Maybe. And I want none of that. The cemetery ghouls feed on fresh corpses. That much is known. However, no one's been buried in the cemeteries of the Rotten Bog for a long time because cultists don't die, but turn into zombies under the influence of the Ichor. It turns out that the local poor ghouls simply have nothing to eat. However, they are not disheartened. After all, you can always make a fresh corpse for yourself.
Hunger gave
You're calling me
the
scrawny, huh?
ghoul courage.
You're gonna regret that. How do I play this best? By just winning. Okay, good talk.
That's a good start.
Yes. Good, best boy Bjorn. No, best boy Bjorn. Inflict 1 blight. Oh. Huh. So blight. Yeah, it's like bleeding that increases. Interesting. I have never used this card, and I'm tempted to take it because of that. I'm also tempted to take Bloody Hands. Although we're not doing much bleeding anymore, are we? We're kind of just killing people now. Hey look, I'll take the Spiked Helmet, sure. This is HP on a curse. When drawing a curse, restore 10 HP and gain 2 strength. Nah. Again, curse build. What's the difference here? Oh, this one costs 0. Eh. I'm going to avoid upgrading or mentioning a particular card in the hopes that it never goes away. RNG will not take from me this card. If the enemy intends to attack, gain 7 block. That is such a weird thing to see on Bjorn. As a matter of principle, I'm not going to take it. I don't know how I would have navigated the swampy wilderness without my wolf senses. There are almost no visual landmarks there, but there is a whole sea of smells. I do not envy travelers without superpowers who venture here. Even I sometimes found it difficult to find the right path. Now this is a labyrinthine maze, and thankfully they've added this little icon if you know the way. But I only know that one. I came to a lake with blooming water lilies. So we followed the smell of rotten eggs last time, and it didn't go well. Let's look for a human. I came to the ruins of human buildings. They had been abandoned for many years, but someone had been there recently. Smoke? To get out of the fetid maze quickly and without loss, I'll have to memorize this route by heart. Some way I'll do it. Not this day. Rip. In a remote village, lost in the middle of the swamps, the local elder offered me Ichor of Might to drink. He said that the miraculous Ichor would turn me into one of them. But I wasn't sure I wanted that. So the Ichor, I don't know if it's changed, but the way it used to work is it would give you a permanent buff, where if you died, you'd come back to life at 100%. However, you could no longer heal, which is a death sentence for Bjorn. But I guess if Bjorn died, if you died to trigger it, you were already kind of dead. So we're going to ask for it to go. The cultists refused to give me some Ichor for the go. So I murdered them brutally.
Pleasantly surprise you with their exceptional vitality.
Yeah, so because of that, I'm just going to take my murder juice to go. Naturally, they aren't too happy about this. But that's okay.
That's a good start.
Is it Mortis? Is it really?
No one
I'm joking.
can stand against such power.
Of course it is.
Yet another murder in the battle.
No, the game updated the card. Don't take it from me. Don't do... okay, I wanted to keep that. So here's the My Taker. Prevent the next fatal damage instance and restore 100% HP. Any HP recovery after that is possible. Okay, so it looks like it's the same. But I got to kill them for it. This card has been changed again. So that was just a flat draw, but it's fucking expensive. To be fair, I can afford that. Somehow... Okay, so we've seen like 4 pieces of the curse set, and that's the 3rd piece of the spiked set we've seen. In fact, I think we have them all. Nope, not interested. Right? Yeah. Go straight to the 3-piece. Taking damage, inflict 5 bleeding on the attacker if we're barbed. At the end of the turn, deal your barbed as damage to all enemies. Okay. What's the card that lets us generate barbed? Is it the shield? Which, of course, Bjorn cannot use. The barbed set itself is not particularly good for Bjorn. It's more of a Percival thing, because he can continuously generate barbed. But, I mean, there are other ways to do barbed Bjorn. I met the winner of a beauty pageant among the swamp monsters. The experience of the Rotten Bog isn't complete without seeing it. However, it's unlikely you'll have time to share this experience with anyone. To do so, you need to stay alive, and that ridiculous wonder of the world and winner of the pageant turned out to be very aggressive. I love Bjorn's sass.
I would like to ask its creator what the purpose of this creation is.
Okay. So if I remember correctly, I have a preference of not doing anything. However, because I'm so strong, we're going to do something spicy.
This is what I call skill in its
And
purest
just
form.
punch it. Punch it real good. Have mercy, my lord.
Easy.
Man, Bjorn's so good. Bjorny boy. Well, now we can do the bleed build no matter what. Sure, we'll take it. Well, 5th piece of the curse set. We've seen the entire curse set. Naturally. Okay, we'll take the champion's sword. Why not? In fact, that wouldn't be awful to equip over this. Not that. Over that. Because the starting axe... Increase strength by 5 an additional turn. I don't know what that actually means. But the reckless and bloodletting are far worse than double blow with strength. With our mass amount of strength, double blow is going to be obscene. Damage taken reduced by 50%. Not bad for Best Boy Bjorn. In fact, I might have... Probably should have taken that, honestly. Because we're done with upgrading stuff. What is the... Yes, I'll take another salt. What's the second thing of the trip? The metal? Amulet? Metal. The trip to the swamps turned out to be quite fun. After all, there was something to look at. Local fauna, or rather bestiary, would bring interest to anyone's heart. We made it to the final zone. What does this do? 10 gold for each battle won. Oh, so we're rich. This medallion has been absolutely ridiculous. It is such a good thing. So we might as well try and hit a shop. We can only hit... No, we can hit 2. Let's run it down mid, team. Oh, the shrine is there. Also, this guy thinks he's going to be cute and he's going to hit me with barbs. Which is really going to suck. But I also think I just kill him.
That's your own fault.
Alright, this is in team. The vampire boots are now good.
Didn't even have time to let out the squeak.
I never used the vampire boots before their rework, and now they're just good. Great, I just upgraded that. I'll take another assault. Yeah, I'll take another cruelty reigns. Thank you, game. You're the best. Hello. You know, I can't help but feel like you guys are in my way. Now, I'm not sure why I get that feeling, but I do get that feeling.
Betting on strength is justified.
Of course it is.
I love these strikes.
GG. Oh, you lived, bro. That's not cool. You were supposed to die with your friends. That's fine. Would you prefer to die? Yeah, we'll give you a one death. There we go. A proper Viking funeral. Man, cruelty. No! My assault. I wanted that. Do I take a third one? I probably should. Replace the central card with a random one from the... Does this even work? This is the Vanitas mechanic, where the card in the center of your hand plays both the Vanitas and the Beast version. I don't know if that would even work. Maybe I should have tested it. It's fine. Unfortunately, I did not draw Cruelty Reigns. But fortunately, it doesn't matter. Trying to math right now, and it's going so well.
You know what to do with all this strength.
Bury this guy.
I can't believe he survived that.
I think that was a one-shot with the exposure. Just keep upgrading that. And that's why we picked up bonus ones. In fact, game, could you give me a few more? I'll take them. What a weird card to get for this character. New. Open the chest. We got some fat cash and crimson boots and bone claws. Oh, no, not worth it. All right, crimson boots it is. That is the 3-piece of the crimson set. So whenever we attack a bleeding target, we heal. Okay, could be good. Unfortunately, it would appear as though we did not draw our draw.
You've acquired a taste for buffs.
So we're gonna have to wait. What is this? When playing, discard attack desire, keeping the strength bonus. In other cases, remove attack desire and pass the strength bonus to the boss. Keeping Avarice card in hand for 5 rounds changes the stake to strength. Okay. Whatever, I don't care.
You'll have to tough it out.
So it says it cannot be discarded. Do you think that's true?
Strength alone is not enough to win.
We're gonna find out. It is not true.
He likes pain.
It can be discarded.
Seizing the initiative.
I mean, he's dead. But it can be discarded. My whirlwind! No! It was so... What? Oh. Yeah, this weird card. I still have never used that. When turning into a lichen, inflict bleeding. Take Ferocious. Ferocious Agility. Why not? That's bomb. Sure, why not? There's Notch. The Percival, the classic Percival card. The classic. Well. Is this how I get more spiked? No. So that's what? That's 4 now? I have both spiked weapons. If HP is less than 10%, deal 5 damage to all enemies for each barbed. Lose all barbed once per battle. Huh. I'd put this on if I had a way to gain more. But I don't really do. If this was draw 2, I'd be more inclined to do this, but it's not. Hello, good sir. What you got? Restore 2 HP when enemy takes damage from bleeding. The Vampire Claws. Huh. Deal 5 damage if target is bleeding, deal 5 extra damage. 2 bloodletting. And restore 5 HP for every bleeding enemy. Interesting. I didn't know those were a thing. Also, you have 3 pieces of the Brotherhood set, which is something. When taking HP damage from attacks. So, the Fire Brotherhood set... Is it the set itself? Yeah, ignore damage from burning. So basically, you can set yourself on fire and you are more or less immune. Taking HP damage from attacks. Restore 10 health for each burning card in hand and discard all burning cards. And I can't remember if it was a specific item, because there's multiple versions of the Fire Brotherhood items where you basically hoard this one card and each turn it gains an intensity, and then when you discard it, it does that damage to everything. And you just like drop a bomb while being more or less immune to damage. It's kind of insane, really. But you know, we're just doing classic Bjorn things and winning. I'd buy these if it didn't set me on fire. Gain 12 burning, remove all debuffs. Is it this thing? At the end of the turn, inflict 6 burning on all enemies. No, that's not it. Okay. Well, like I said, I'd buy them if they didn't curse me when I picked them up. Oh, hey. Immune for the first 2 turns. Block cannot be gained. They nerfed this. They nerfed this so hard. And yet, I can still make use of it. And so I think I will. Let's hit this merchant, shall we? Probably should have equipped the armor, but that's okay. Unfortunately, I did not draw the goods. So we must leave the rest of this up to fates.
That's a good start.
That was it, huh? Okay. Now.
That's an interesting reaction to your blows.
An interesting reaction to my blows. Really, Mortis? It seems like a perfectly reasonable one. Man, the Vampire Boots is so good. I'm a big fan of those now. I'm sold. Especially for... No! My Flourish! I wanted that. Oh, it stayed with us for so long. May it rest in pieces. Alright, I don't remember what any of this does. The Brothers of Fire have already placed their idols all over the northern gate. The primordial fire spirits are notable for their short temper and intolerance, but all in all, they are no worse than the others. There's nothing wrong with worshipping them. Let's just take a fire weapon. I'm sure that's gonna be great. Oh, the Lucky Trader. Wow. Hey, buddy. Yeah, see, he has a special gauntlet. Also, there's a U in gauntlet. When scarring is triggered, inflict 4 burning on all enemies. What a weird synergy. Ha. Deal 30 damage. If it remains in the hand, inflict 15 burning on every... Yeah, that's... I think what I'm thinking about. And that's the full spike set. Shall I do it for the memes? I'm pretty sure it's just Sigismund at the end, right? I don't have to be too serious about this. I just need to not die. It would be very sad if I died. While memeing on him. Yeah, okay. Thanks, bud. So, if we were to equip the full set, it would look something a little bit like this. Where are we at here? Yeah, so we'd have the full set here. When taking damage, inflict 5 bleeding on the attacker if barbed. End of the turn, deal your barbed as damage to all enemies. And if less than 10% HP, deal 5 damage to all enemies for each barbed, lose all barbed. Can I eat this now? No. Maybe I should have just consumed it. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Is this still 2? Yeah. Let's do it. I've punched Sigismund with the Orc's axe so many times, team. We've done it. We've all seen it. Let's meme it up with the spikes, shall we? I did not attack him instantly. First, I took my time to delight in looking at his facial expression. I must say, Sigismund quickly pulled himself together and scooped his jaw up off the floor. The anticipation of revenge was as pleasant as if I had already killed that bastard, ripped open his belly, tore his insides out, and stuffed his lying mouth with his own rotten guts. I do hope, Mortis, that you will keep your promise, and I will not have to do the same to you.
Your story is coming to an end.
That it is. Why do I have... Oh, it's coming from the mace. Like, why do I have this? And the lesser version at that.
Like somebody is about to get hurt.
Man, I wanted to play that.
A breather never hurt anybody.
28 barbed is pretty fun, though.
That's good.
That's quite a lot of barbed.
You've acquired a taste for buffs.
Look, you couldn't expect me to keep chilling there. Despite the fact that we have a Scourge in our deck now. Huh. Uh-oh. Sigismund? 69. Nice. Okay. This is something. Oh, I wish I could play this. I mean, I could. I just YOLO ditch something. Whatever. I would burn the barbed knuckles. Okay. It is, of course, the muddled Sigismund, which is one of the worst for Bjorn. Because it just makes everything so much better. Wait, is that what I said? Whenever the cost of cards for Bjorny Boy are muddles, it complicates this form quite a lot. Oh dear. I wish he was dead already. And he would have been if I wasn't memeing on him. But that's okay. We all know that Sigismund deserves this. Oh dear.
He's not that good anymore.
Neither am I, really. I have 2 curses and 2 scourges, which is not ideal. I'm also about to burn a card. So, you know, there's that. Burn one of the... Oh, but I have to play the animal speeds or else... Fine. Great. I made a mistake. I wanted to play the animal speeds because I wanted to play them while I was still a beast, which is, of course, the only time you can play them.
Big problems begin with a small infection.
Yeah... It's fine. Less fine. Oh, very less fine. I was counting on the healing from the vampire boots, but I forgot we've been on the spiked boots. You don't heal there.
How many more are there?
Oh, good news. I can use that to my advantage. Which I'm pretty sure I can. Hello. I have transformed. Well, we still claim the dub. I was never worried. And anyone who tells you otherwise is a liar. Alright. GG, everyone. Barbed Bjorn did it. Tarot hanged. I got achievements. Best boy Bjorn. It was nice to be back. It felt good. Take away life. Beast. Deal 8 damage. If target is killed, restore 15 hit points. Wow. 8 damage. If target is killed, restore 30% of max HP. This would be absolutely ridiculous with the setup we had. Could you imagine how much damage this would deal? It'd be like 30 damage. Just fat healing all the time. Take away strength. Deal 10 damage. If damage dealt is greater than the character's health, steal 2 strength. If damage dealt is greater than the character's health. Okay, this seems very unlikely. This is like if you're like on death's bed. Okay, I don't like this one as much. But that was the Hanged Man. So what did we get for that? We have unlocked death. But what does death really mean for somebody who has mastered it? Healing is impossible during battle. Upon killing an enemy or at the end of each battle, fully heal. Isn't that really good? Like, the only time I see this being a downside is maybe versus Sigismund if you don't have an all-in strength build. But even then, we still didn't... I mean, we did have some healing going on. Interesting. Rebirth always means death. However, this doesn't work the other way around. But that is for next time for us to determine if it truly is as busted as I think it is. I might turn on some affixes for this because this seems really good. Make the game a little harder. Boost up my score a touch. Because as it stands, our score for that one was 1050. 1050. We could do better than that. And we have to for death, don't we? But thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. The Terror Shenanigans are back on the menu. And I hope you look forward to them. Vanadisses are in the game. But I'm going to wait until we finish everyone else because there's someone annoying waiting for us, blocking my access to those Terrors. And maybe there'll be a patch that changes that. We'll see. But thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed The Hanged Man. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If anything happens, feel free to join the Discord in the description down below. And I'll see you next time as we challenge death itself. Bye.